Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, it is tea time, but it is nighttime. I came back into the studio because there was some news that broke, and I want to give that to you now. And it was about Elon Musk. Now, I did a piece today about Starlink and the whole thing about how we can see satellites that are possibly going to get shot down or at least somehow adversely affected by countries like China or Russia, and how Elon was going back and forth saying, no, they can't do it. Well, I just saw in my feed that Elon Musk, as of right now, owns 9.2% of Twitter. 9.2% of Twitter. Like, what? So I was reading through it to get some more information. I want to share it with you because I thought it was fascinating. It gets down to the title of this video, basically Elon Musk's new motto that if you can't beat them, just buy them. This man does have like $300 billion of asset or something, some crazy net worth. So a small amount of money that it would cost to buy 9.2% of Twitter is really a drop in the bucket for him, but he did it. And I think it is absolutely fascinating. I reported on this about a month or so ago. I think it was in March or something. He ended up putting a tweet out there, and the tweet, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. It says, free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? Yes or no? He put out a Twitter poll. And out of the 2 million people that responded to it, right around March 25th, I think it is, 70% of the people out there said no, Twitter is not adhering to its policies or into democracy in general, and they are censoring. So you're talking about 70%. That is a lot. And what was interesting is a tweet just after that, he followed up with saying, quote, the consequences of this poll will be important. Please vote carefully. Now, you think about that and be like, oh, maybe he was at the cusp of putting in this big purchase of Twitter. Well, that's not really how it went down. According to SEC filings, he had already purchased this majority stake, let's say, this massive stake, more shares than anyone else on the planet, including a past owner. I'll get into that in just a second. So before I get any further, I want to say that if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks, please do so. Go check them out over at JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. So I was reading some articles over at the Washington Post, from CNBC, on Fox, and all kinds of places, and getting a bunch of different ideas of what's going on. And then I went right into the SEC filing to see exactly how many shares he bought, at what kind of price, and I did some calculations and, you know, the kind of geeky stuff that I do. As my wife says, I go into the nerdery. Well, I went into the nerdery. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it, guys. So I want to share this nerd stuff with you. So once again, he purchased 9.2% of all of Twitter, of all of their common share stocks out there, right? That is 4 times more than Jack Dorsey. He is the founder of Twitter. Now, he owns 2.25%. So you see Elon there with 4 times as many shares as the founder of the company itself. So you can imagine. So my understanding is Jack Dorsey and Elon are pretty friendly. I don't know how, why, or what. I know that Elon has used Twitter a lot in the past to do a lot of little things that the SEC didn't like, and they fined him for it, and he's got millions of followers, right? A couple of million. So when he puts out tweets, kind of like Donald Trump did, Twitter doesn't like it, right? And what he was saying is, listen, Twitter, you're not being democratic about things. You are censoring things. And here in a democracy, we have free speech. We do not censor the public unless it's something that is going to be adversely affecting the general public. If you go and put a tweet out there that you're going to kill someone, of course, I want to see that censored. I don't want to see that. Or if you put a tweet out there with a picture of someone that you just killed, you probably want to take that down. But if someone says, I hate you because of this, this, and this, that's free speech. I don't really care if you hate me or not. But That's not what Twitter was doing. Twitter is taking down tweets that basically doesn't adhere to their values. And that's what was always a beef with Elon Musk. It was a thing whereas they were trying to put out tweets that they thought or they deemed to be free speech, and Twitter said, no, you can't, because it goes against our policies. It goes against our thinking. It goes against our principles. Well, like I said, Elon said, you know what? If I can't beat you, I'm going to buy you. And that's basically what he did. So when I went into the regulatory filings for the SEC, it shows that he ended up purchasing the stock for right around $39. And he bought, get this, 73.4 million shares of Twitter. And if you calculate that out, you end up with about $3 billion of Twitter. Now remember, the man is worth $300 billion. So $3 billion is like what? 1%? It's a small amount, all right? Not a lot. And he could just buy the entire company outright, but he doesn't. So as of right now, Elon Musk owns 73.5 billion shares of Twitter, and there's only 800 billion on the market. Once again, 9.2% of all common shares. That is a lot, guys. That is a lot. So the question is, will he push Twitter to open up its algorithm? Now, my understanding was when he spoke to the co-founder of Twitter, they were both pushing for Twitter opening up. Jack Dorsey said, yeah, I think it's a good idea. Let's open up the algorithm so that everyone can see it, make it open source, so to speak. Well, that's not happening, right? So will he push for that? That is a question. Another question that we can ask is Elon Musk going to be a board member? Will Twitter ask him to be on the board, or will he force himself on the board or something? I would probably say no. I don't think that he wants to be on the board, but honestly, this is a smart guy. I'm sure he has a focus of exactly what he wants to do with Twitter, and it's going to happen. Why? Because that's how he is. He puts his mind to something, he goes and gets it. Now, has he failed in the past? Many, many times. Has he tweeted things out in the past saying that he was going to do this and he's going to do that and this, and they don't come to pass? Absolutely. But we all do that, right? But a lot of things that he say do come to pass. And this is a perfect example. He put out that tweet saying, hey, what do you think? And sure enough, 70% of people out there are saying, yeah, we do not think that Twitter is being fair. They are not adhering to policies of democracy, and they are censoring free speech. And it's a problem. So how is Elon Musk going to fix this problem? That's a good question, right? Now, what's interesting is Elon Musk said nothing after this release, nothing at all until a couple of hours ago, where he tweeted simply this: oh, hi, laugh out loud. That's it. Oh, hi. So that just leads people to wonder, like, okay, so what is his next move? Remember, Elon Musk is a chess player, all right? Unlike a lot of people, for example, in government, today can barely play checkers. This man plays chess, and he is always 20 moves ahead, not 10 or 5, 20 moves ahead. Now, I'm not trying to kiss Elon Musk's ass or anything, but the facts are the facts. He is a smart businessman, number one. Number two, his IQ is off the damn chart. He's a brilliant guy, all right? And if he puts his mind to something and someone really pisses him off, he's going to do something about it. Now, do you remember months and months and months ago, you heard something from Trump saying that, oh, I'm going to make my own social media platform and yada, yada, yada. Did you see any of that? No. The difference between what Trump was saying and what Elon said is Elon put his money where his mouth is, and he made it happen. So once again, 9.2%. What does that equate to? What is it going to do? What can he do with that? That's what I want to know. I think that it's fascinating. I think that seeing that Elon Musk now has massed a stake in a social media giant like Twitter, what does this equate to down the road? Is this going to be something really big, or is it not? There has been some people out there that said, listen, Elon, you need to Buy a social media company, number one, so that free speech can finally reign on it. Number two, you need to create a school so that people can get degrees basically for free that are not being pushed into a specific ideology. They also suggested that Elon Musk should start his own TV network, kind of like an ABC, a CBS, an NBC, or a Fox, or whatever, but more on his ideology in comparison to what we see today. I remember, guys, way back. Now remember, I'm an old guy. I remember when you would go to a news network and you watched the news, you would get unbiased news. It was like whatever was going on, they told you what was going on, and then you judged, right? You wouldn't see someone like Walter Cronkite or something crying on TV or telling you what his feelings are or what he thought about a certain whatever. You didn't hear shit at all. They would just tell you what the news was, and that was it. End of story. Now, all of a sudden, these news networks have to give you their ideology. Fox gives you this conservative ideology. Then you got ABC and NBC and CBS and all the rest of them giving you a Democrat type of ideology. And they all focus on specifically what their ideology is instead of just conveying the news to you. It is disgusting, guys. It is absolutely disgusting. And for me, I think that free speech should reign. That's just how I am. I'm kind of a guy that's in the middle. I don't really go one way or another. I just kind of look at things a little bit different, and I just look at everyone's point of view, and then I decide for myself. I'm a free thinker, all right? I do not go down one specific path, and that is it. And then adhere to the dogma that's associated with this specific path or that specific path. I just think it's stupid. You know, I'm not a sheeple. That's just it. I'm not a follower. I am more of a leader and a thinker. I'm going to look at different points of view, and then I'm going to be the judge for myself. And the problem is a lot of people are not like that. And I do like to see that Elon is starting to do something here with Twitter, because even for me, I don't care what side of the fence you're on, I don't like that any company can censor a person based on ideology, based on their beliefs, or based on what they think. All right? I just don't think they should. Now, of course, like I said, there has to be levels. All right? You cannot put out there just absolutely anything. But what has been happening as of late is there's a censorship that's going on with YouTube, with Facebook, with Twitter, with on and on and on and on. Like when the entire virus thing was hitting, right? We, as content creators, couldn't even talk about it. If we said anything about it, it would flag shit, and then we would either get demonetized or there would be some type of ramification. All right? Even when I was doing live streams, okay? Live streams. I would look in the side and all of the comments were coming down. And then I look over and there's a comment highlighted and it says, do you want to release this or not? And the comment was just simply had something to do with the virus. And it was like, why is that comment being censored and forcing me to decide to either let it go or not to let it go? Literally live. That means these companies are censoring what is going on continuously. Doesn't matter if it's audible or if it's text or visual, even in photos or in anything. They're constantly censoring. Now, some people will say, well, censorship is important because we don't want our kids to see stuff that they really shouldn't see. And I agree with that. But it gets a lot deeper than that. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree. Well, according to this poll, 70% of the people agreed. So anyways, congratulations to Elon Musk for purchasing $3 billion worth of Twitter stock. Now, what the hell are you going to do with it? That's my question. All right. I'm going to be reporting back because I think it's fascinating. I really do. Once again, you know, I love Starlink. I use it. This studio runs on it. I'm sending this video out to you guys using it. All right. It is fantastic. All right. Now, is there downsides to it? Absolutely. I've done videos about the downsides, right? With pollution in the air, both visual as well as audible, when we're using radio telescopes to find rogue asteroids and whatnot. And now we can't see them properly. So there is positives and negatives to everything. And once again, as a free thinker, it's up to me to be able to discern what I believe to be positive or negative by looking at all sides of things. And I hope you guys are the same way. I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Do you think, number one, do you think that Twitter is censoring? Do you think that Google is censoring, YouTube is censoring, Facebook is censoring? What do you think? I want to know your thoughts, all right? I want to know your thoughts. Also, what do you think about Elon buying this massive share of Twitter? What do you think about that? Should he have? Should he not have? And if you do think he should have, what should he do now? What would you like to see him do with Twitter? Anyways, guys, it's nighttime. I'm going to start ranting. I don't want to rant too much. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this even a little bit, throw it a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you would like to. Also, click this little button over here and then click all. So when I go live or when a new video comes out, you will be notified of it immediately. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the years. And hopefully there's something there that you might like. And if there is, please pick it up and support me and my family. That's it, guys. I'm out of here. Forget another vlog. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.